Shidduchim podcast.
Hey, lots to get to today. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast. I'm here with this podcast extravaganza, big crew. Welcome to Avery. Avery, welcome. Thank you for bringing your family here today.
The Royals.
Great to be here. Great to be here.
Prince Avery. Yes, Prince Avery brought these wonderful three young ladies here. We have Meghan. Say hi.
Hi.
Kate.
Hi.
And Diane.
Hello.
Diana.
Amazing.
Diana.
Diane
Sorry.
sounds royal. Yeah.
Don't kill off the A. She already died.
Well, she's Canadian, so I got to include the A.
Got it.
So we have some very cool topics today to discuss with you, and basically we're gonna talk tachlis. That's what the ladies want today.
Get down to business.
Yes.
Exactly.
So we're gonna speak to these young ladies, and the topic is for episode 46.
Yeah.
How to get what the girls want, right? How to get what we want, we as in the girls. From the girls' perspective, the girls are gonna tell us. They're gonna
Yeah.
convey over.
What do you guys
Right.
look like? What are they looking for?
You know,
we have
Barbie,
two
Ken.
guys. We have no idea.
You know,
We have no idea.
adopted African kid.
That's
That's
exactly what
so
every girl's looking
2000s.
for.
That's so 2000s.
And then we're gonna flip the table and maybe discuss what the guys are looking for.
Oh, I didn't
about
know you were
girl
looking for
yours?
anything.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so yeah, awesome. We'll be right back after a brief message from our advertisers. And now we have our advertisers playing
You're the
message.
advertiser.
No, well, we're going to put it in. Okay. Okay. Awesome. We're back. Wow. Amazing break. Go buy the advertisers' products. They're amazing. Machers, other stuff,
great
etc.
sell.
That is a great sell. That's why I did it.
Sell.
So how to get what you want. Okay. So I feel like there's so many things that come through my mind, you know, what the perfect picture looks like. Is there a perfect picture, Avery?
Well, it depends what you're looking for. There's a lot of people in Shidduchim, I can tell you firsthand, who are just looking to look because they think that there's some great deal, that they're going to get the perfect person, the perfect match, and they are just looking to search for, you know, something that's not exactly existent. So it's, in my opinion, I don't know from the girls, but I'm looking for something specific and concrete. I'm looking for these characteristics of a person that I can marry. You know, I wanted, and I think we wanted to get this episode, you know, more of a perspective about what the girls are looking for in a guy. We don't have to start with hashkafa, but we can start with, you know, just generally what they're looking for. Sometimes it helps to think about like what you don't want, I guess, to really eliminate that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that how most girls look at it, Meghan?
That's how the
like,
shotguns look at it.
Like this
Right.
isn't what I want.
So give us the scenario. Like what would happen? Like you speak to a shotgun, and how do you tell them? How do you convey?
I feel like
what
they
you're-
first start off with like, what don't you want? Like, let's start with the bad stuff, and then
Okay.
they go from there.
Right. So what would you
Well,
tell
that's a
them?
good way.
They also start off with, who have you dated and why didn't it work?
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
Do
bring
that
on the
again,
Lashon
Lily.
Hara.
Yeah.
Go a little closer. Say it
Straight
again.
to that.
They also start with like, who have you dated? Who do I know and why didn't it work?
Okay.
They bring on that Lashon Hara.
Bring
right
on
there.
that
That's
Lashon
it.
Hara. Exactly.
Oh,
The
great.
dirty
The
laundry.
yentas. The
Yeah, because
yentas.
you've always heard like, oh, I don't see that for you.
Right.
Who set that up?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah, I got that one before. And Diana, what would you like tell them? What's your usual response when you hear this? You know,
I think it's so hard because every single person, and sometimes there's no concrete answer why something didn't work out, and then like they're just kind of the shotgun's kind of waiting, like, okay, so what was the reason? And there's not always a reason, right? Maybe the person did look really good on paper, it did really look good, and there was just some connection. Can you really like? And then the shotgun never wants to hear, oh, it was like a connection issue. They always want to hear, oh, because he didn't go to this school or he doesn't have this type of job, and they don't want to hear those things that are maybe not as concrete. It's more just like, you know,
I feel like it's chemistry. You can't
it's chemistry,
explain,
exactly.
You can't explain chemistry.
Sometimes just, and they don't want to hear that. They just sometimes
Right.
don't want to hear that.
They want the
you know?
hock.
You have to lead in. I feel like for the guys, you know, we always leave in with the nomenclatures, okay? I want someone who's positive
Right.
and good energy and
But that's copy and paste.
open-minded. It's copy and paste,
It
right?
is, yeah.
it's copy and paste. I think guys kind of like they mask what they want, and girls maybe do too. I don't know if this is true. Guys, for many guys, they go in, they say, I want this, you know, fantastic girl. But really what they want is somebody who hits their standard and looks. Really what they want is someone who's rich. Really what they want is someone who is, you know, funny or super charismatic.
Charming.
And
I think
they
even-
mask what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And they say that, you know, oh, we'll take anything. And they give off this impression
Anything.
to the shotgun. Anything?
Anything.
I like strongly disagree with that because I can't tell you how many times
Yeah.
Right away.
in
Whoa.
a boy's description.
Didn't take me
I
out to
want
dinner,
it
nothing.
thin or
That's what
like,
they say in their description?
Yeah,
Well, that's
thin,
amazing.
pretty.
Okay.
Comes from a really nice family. Like you already know.
They say healthy,
Balabatish,
so
which
it
is
doesn't sound as bad.
fit.
Balabatish, yes.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
yes.
I've never seen that.
I never seen that.
And
no.
let me
Well,
tell
that's
you
because we
that.
hope you're not getting boys' resumes, so you
No,
don't get
but
to see what they say.
That's true.
There
You're
are,
right.
Like, these description chats. the new
IJ's
thing are-
gotten a few boys' resumes.
We're not going to discuss that. Here's a different topic.
Hey,
that
they're
out.
rich. What are you gonna do? Get out of here.
They're balabatish, not rich.
So that's what they write on their resumes?
Yeah.
I've never...
Or like the new thing in Shidduchim now is like description chats of Shadchanim will post a description of a guy.
Oh, tell me more. What? I never heard of that.
That's not a
Description
This is
chat.
new.
Description chats where it's
Whoa,
a
what
guy.
is this?
Shadchanim will post descriptions of guys, and let me tell you, these guys get very detailed of like even the eye color they want,
Down to
No.
the shirt size.
down
Oh,
to
yeah.
an actress sometimes that they
Yes.
want
I
to
have
look
seen
like.
Jennifer Lopez
I know
pop up many
someone.
times.
I know a guy who specifically like said, Google this girl, this random girl who got engaged like 7 years ago. This girl is who I want. Like
a
down
Jewish
to the
girl?
Oh,
hair and
wow.
the eyes. I
I've
know
done that once or twice.
And
Never did
that's
that.
just. I mean, it makes us feel like we have zero chance.
I once had
Sad.
someone post a description of a guy that he wants blue eyes, and the shotgun was offering blue contacts for the girl.
And he wouldn't.
Are
he
you
wouldn't
kidding
accept
me?
it.
I am
And he
not
would
kidding
not
you.
accept it.
Can I? What's her name? I want free contacts.
That's crazy, but wow, I never even heard this before. I've never seen
Description
that.
chats? I'm like,
I personally have never given out a description of anyone I'm looking for. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and even
true.
if you are not so attracted to a picture, you go out on a date, and who knows? Attraction comes from the whole package. It doesn't come from a person, on a picture. Not to say that I haven't had my times where I've been more shallow or not shallow.
Yeah.
We've all
Of
been
course,
there.
Of course.
Yeah, but
I appreciate
same
you
time.
And I think-
promulgating
yeah.
this and bringing this up to my attention. So how do you twist as young ladies who the guys always like to think are able to get what they want? How do you twist the shadchan's arm into sending over some resumes that impress you?
You don't have to. You just wait. What do you mean?
You just
have
wait.
to
there really
go.
isn't much of a choice.
Wow.
You
Wait.
kinda
So you
just
wait
get-
and what?
yeah.
Like I thought, but like 2-3
I mean, it's all
resumes
about
in.
hishtadlus. So you reach out.
Hishtadlus.
Hishtadlus.
Marketing or co-marketing and some other businesses.
Let's make it non-from. It's called marketing. You ask what you want. You tell them, and
Yeah.
then they hopefully send you some resumes.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty sure that's how shidduchim works.
And you harass
No, I
them
never
for
heard of
like every single day for 2 weeks.
Yes.
You know someone? Oh, good Shabbos. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Forgot
Hello.
about me.
See, Kate. There's a longer timeline on it now.
Well, what if we
Then
started?
Meghan is
What if
provoking.
we started producing shidduch agents, meaning you have somebody now on your behalf,
Oh yeah.
I will
Shadchan
start
do
this
that
business.
for $2,500 a date.
agents
so much.
who start marketing
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
Before you even get a date, you have to pay them.
It's
How
a
much
great
is the
business.
membership? Because they're expensive.
Oh, right. And then they charge you.
How much
Oh,
is your
before.
Shadchanis fee? Because $15,000.
Oh, it's
I don't
cheap.
got.
No, it's $100, but it's a subscription. You can't cancel. 3-year
even if you
commitment.
get married to the first guy I set you up with, you still gotta pay.
There are people who do that,
$2,500 a month.
who charge to just think for you. Not
Yeah,
even get you a
100%.
date, just to
Yeah.
use their brain
I've
cells.
heard of this.
Just to meet with them. Like,
'Cause
they're
they're
so
paying-
special.
Yeah.
There is Shadchanim, like $150 for a meeting. Doesn't mean that like they're gonna set you up. $150 for a meeting. $200 for the first date. $500 for the fifth date. Like
Wow.
Oh, my God.
like $3,000 Shadchanis fee from both sides. Like these Shadchanim
Written-
are
written-
raking it in.
Written in
I can
writing,
say
yeah.
I've made a shidduch before. Now I've got it in my teeth.
Congratulations.
Wow.
I'm really
Wow.
waiting to bring that
This is
up.
I'm working on a
You go to
second.
heaven.
I'm working on a second, but I would only set people up that I know. I'm
Sure.
not going to
Right.
set people up if I don't know them. I don't know their personality. What am
Right.
I like? What is the point? And just to get a resume to ask for payment for setting someone up, it's absolutely patently absurd to me. But after the show, if you want to hit me up for money, people, let me
It's a
know.
good
Where
business.
should they
Very
go?
lucrative.
Nobody
Guys,
talks.
I've got
Nobody
guys. I've
talks
got
podcast.
girls. I've got other stuff.
Nobody talks
Whatever,
podcast.
whatever you want.
Oh my god.
Nobody talks podcast at AOL.com and
Yeah.
on what's our Zelle? I don't think I have one.
Oh my
Venmo.
God, Zelle is like the new thing. Get a Zelle.
Zelle.
Get a Zelle.
No, it's Venmo. No
Venmo
one.
sucks because they take a percentage off.
How do you ladies?
they do that.
How do you ladies feel about going Dutch?
That's a good question.
Let's
Keeping 1 hour.
let's explain the argot. Going Dutch.
Splitting when you go out.
Yeah. No, Diane.
Yeah,
Diana.
splitting,
Yeah.
splitting the
Diana.
check.
Oh, so
See, I'm
awkward.
older,
Tell them,
so I know
tell them.
this.
I literally thought you meant like marrying a Dutch guy and keeping
Well,
1 hour.
I have a friend who did do that, and she now
Okay.
waits
I
1
love
hour.
it. This is
Hey,
Give it
an
a few
experience.
this is
more
what happens
months.
when we have
Give
from
it a few
people on the
more
show.
Yeah, it's so refreshing.
Yeah,
It's revivifying.
I feel like I'm with yeshiva again.
I have a friend.
love it.
Crazy.
I have a friend who thinks that she should split the bill, or like at least offer. And you know
Every
what?
time.
On a
My
first
brother-
date?
Anytime. My brother, when he was in Shidduchim,
Oh,
he thought that like the
move
girl
the mic a
shouldn't.
little over.
The girl shouldn't split the bill, but like she should at least like make eyes. Like, oh, is
Make
she gonna
exactly.
split
Make
it?
a
Like,
make the
an
impression.
effort. But
Pretend like you care that there's a check that somebody's about to pay.
have you ever
just
heard
like
of? Have you ever heard of Shidduch Roundtable?
yeah, we
So
heard
I,
of
I
that.
asked
yeah.
I asked them on like their discussion, and guys messaged back. I would be personally offended
Oh,
If they did it.
demasculinated, yeah.
if a girl offered to pay.
Is that a word?
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
word.
It is demasculinated. I'm not pronouncing it right, but it's a word.
Emasculated.
I don't know. I'm maybe very old
She was on.
fashioned.
She was close.
I think the first date, the guy pays. And you obviously
Well,
are very
it's-
grateful and you're very appreciative. And I think the
Diana,
guy,
that's chivalry. It's chivalry. A guy
you know,
pays.
it's not
Guy
that-
opens the door.
The first date. The
Guy
fir-
brings his mother with him in the back seat. You know how it
first
is.
date. Whatever you want to do, second, third, whatever happens. The first date, you gotta. I don't know. That's just me. I'm old fashioned.
I never offer to pay on the first date.
I never.
Have you offered to
sorry.
pay later on though?
Yes,
Yeah,
but that
yeah,
means I
oh,
like
yeah.
you.
What if
I
you're in a
paid
serious relationship with someone?
100%.
2,
That boy's
3,
gonna go
4,
broke.
5 months, and they never pay.
You can't do
Number
that.
of
You have to be
4 or 5, I will offer. Really hope he says no, but I will offer.
Okay, send
to
that
be
to
nice.
Pretty good. That's
And
nice.
most of the
Send
time,
that to you know who.
in my experience, the guy usually says no whenever I offer later on. They still wanna pay. That's at
Right.
least the guys that I've gone out with.
So like let's just being blunt. If a girl said to you, "I want to help pay," what is your initial reaction?
I'm the man.
I will
Don't
say
pay.
thank you very much. I appreciate the generosity.
Okay.
I do not want you to pay now for this like dinner. But if you want to contribute towards yeshiva tuition down the line, I will gladly take it.
But do you feel less like a man? Like
How
that's what the
funny
guys
is
are
he? Huh?
saying.
He's a funny guy.
No, I don't care. I don't feel like anything, but it'd be nice to just contribute. But I'll take
Right.
it because it's a nice
Some days
chivalrous
are
thing for men to do.
expensive.
It's probably
It
the
is
guys that like
expensive.
are getting offended. It's because like, what do you mean, mommy could afford it?
They're accountants. That's what.
Well, I would like I'd set up the scene depicted as best as I can. I would say like the best time is a few dates in when you really know you're gonna probably commit to each other at some point, or you see some potential.
Yeah.
And you're in a mall and like you went for the meal, you did the activity. Yeah, ladies, go over and say, "Oh, here I want to get you a milkshake.
Right.
I want to get you some Starbucks.
right.
I'm gonna pay." No, on me. And guys, be okay with it. Don't
They
make it.
would.
Don't
They would
overdo
be
it.
okay
Don't
with
be
it.
You got a
crazy.
Starbucks, let him do it.
The right one will.
Here's what I'm contemplating, though, IJ. Here's what I'm contemplating.
Yes.
I was contemplating this a while back. When you're dating someone for a while, you're seriously dating, or you're just even in the beginning stages, eventually your accounts are going to become the same.
Mm-hmm.
So why should you not pay for something that's hers? Like, like let's say you want to buy, she wants something like purse or some nice jewelry. You're walking in a mall. Why would you not pay for it? I mean, I guess you'll say that it's her dad's, payment or her payment until now.
Has a girl ever gotten belligerent, very
Depends.
aggressive from that?
I mean, I got
From asking
I got
her?
bitten once. Rabies.
Bloopsh.
No, I didn't get bitten, but still, like I don't
By
understand.
her
Like some
brother.
girls think that it's daddy's credit card, I guess, until marriage.
Wait,
And
is she
some-
spending or he's spending?
Well, that's a good question. Some girls, it's their dad is paying for everything until we get married. Some girls are like, give me the credit card a month into dating.
And then some of the guys are using mommy's credit card to pay for the date. We don't talk about that.
I haven't seen that.
I've had a guy
do you
once say to
mean?
me that. He says, "Oh, don't worry, it's on mommy." Those words exactly.
He said that.
He said that to me.
So that's on mommy.
He said mom, but I added the
Okay,
mommy
he said
part.
mom.
He said mom though. So some guys definitely used his parents' credit cards, not just the girls.
Did they know that he was using the credit card?
I have no idea.
'Cause I have
They
a friend
did.
who once took his credit
mean-
cards from his parents and they had no idea.
I mean, if you think about it, the guys that younger people are dating
Yeah.
are, if they're still in school, if you want to marry a guy that's going to be a short-term learner, you think he has a job. Like, of course, it's going to be a mommy.
Oh yeah,
And dating's expensive. I feel bad for guys. It's really
it
expensive.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
even if you do it frugally.
Yeah. Dating is, especially if you're
You know,
traveling
You're
to date.
driving and you're going over a
Whoa.
bridge. Once you go over a bridge, like that's it. That's another. You're renting.
$30.
It's another lease.
But you know what? I think
It's
the
not at
first few
least.
dates don't go do such expensive things. You don't have to. I hate going out to dinner the first few dates.
I
Like, I don't
hate
know
that.
you. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat in front of you. I don't know you. Like
Guys
I'd
think they're
rather
doing
go-
us a favor.
Yeah, I don't want to go to a fancy restaurant.
No.
Like take me to like I don't know, even like just walk
Really?
somewhere. Yeah,
Really?
take me to,
If
like
the
yes,
guy-
I don't want to go to restaurants.
The guy brought you
Says
to
that all
Peter.
time.
The guy brought you to Peter Luger's Steakhouse. No, you don't.
These
know
are
what it is.
kosher.
I'm not hungry. I don't know you.
No, we
On
do
the
not
first
Wall
want
date?
to
Street
eat.
Grill.
No.
Wall Street Grill.
No, the worst is when the shotgun's like, he's taking you to dinner, and you're like, no,
Right.
like, don't take
Is
me to
it?
dinner.
But does it become a DOA once he
No.
does?
No.
You're like, wow, we're here. It's just done.
No, it's
I
just
can't marry this guy.
uncomfortable. Take me
No,
to
but I'll
coffee.
tell you,
Uncomfortable.
depending on how early it is, like in the stages of a relationship, I feel uncomfortable like ordering food.
Yeah.
Not because like I feel uncomfortable eating, but like the prices of the
Expensive
menu.
food.
One time I went out with
That's
a guy and he took me to Bison and Bourbon on our second date.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Whoa,
On
he
our
must have
second
been
Is that too
date.
early? Is that too early?
It was so early and I felt so uncomfortable ordering.
Interesting.
And what would you rather
I'll probably
done
just
on a
order
second
something
date?
good.
How to get
Yeah.
how to get the perfect guy? Okay, how to get the guy you want this episode? Tell him, where should he take you?
Where should he take you?
Frozen yogurt is perfectly
Froyo? So wait a
I wanted
second.
to say Froyo is good.
So you're sitting. Wait a second. So
Froyo.
you're going the first date to some like hotel lounge or some
hate that also.
Starbucks, and it's like,
Starbucks is fine.
you know.
Coffee shops.
And then now, like second date, now you want to go for Froyo?
Yes.
It's basically
Do you know
like
why?
the
Because
first date,
we
but
should-
with ice cream and
Exactly.
gummy bears in
Because-
your cup.
Because you're trying to see if this person is a life partner and you're trying to say, can I speak to you? Am I
Yeah.
comfortable enough making conversation? Is it easy? Can I sit with you and look you in the eye and just be like, I can talk to you. That's great. We don't need any pressures.
But guys don't want to talk too much.
I personally like when
It's
a
a lot.
guy
That's
on
a
a
big
second
commitment.
date, I go on an activity on a second
Yes.
date. I like it because
Yeah.
the first date, if it's iffy, you're like, okay, second date, let's hang out, let's do something fun, because that kind of date can really twist everything and make you like the guy much,
Like,
much
can
more.
I have fun with this person?
Yeah, exactly.
What will get
I
you
heard that.
guys
Instead of gummy bears.
What will get you,
Gummy
Megan,
bears?
to say no to a guy after like a first or second date? Like, what are the things that
Dead on arrival.
you're just like, yeah, not looking for, and then they just get you to say, this is not going to work out. Like, totally
Trying to
end
think.
it.
I'm trying to think about my past relationships.
Because I feel like girls are taught to kind of be like, oh, it's okay. Like, it
Give
was
it
a
another
mistake.
try.
Not even
Give
taught,
it
push.
That sentence
it
gives me
another try.
PTSD. Give it another try. But then the guys, oh, he
Give
said
it
no.
another
Okay, moving
try.
on.
Oh
Like,
my gosh. 100%.
it's all about the
Love
piles.
that conjugation right there. Give it another try.
It's a
Wait, that should be.
PTSD
Oh,
comment.
Avery, that should be on our T-shirt.
Give
Give it another try.
You
Write it
never
down.
know. You
Write it
never
down.
know.
We're making swag. We're taking.
Write it down.
You never
you
know.
know. Usually you
and
do
then
know.
she plants the seed in your head, and the next morning you're like, maybe he is my husband, but he
Right.
like took you to like a graveyard, and you're like, I don't know, maybe.
Right, like
Maybe it was a cute
Yeah.
little quirky thing.
Yeah, exactly. You overthink things.
Okay, interesting.
that's like the number one thing. Overthinking. It's the worst.
Overthinking. How do you?
life.
How do
Oh,
you?
biggest overthinker.
Aside from brushing your hair, how do you release the tension
Oh my god.
for
You
overthinking?
clearly don't know girls. You think we're like Ariel from The Little Mermaid or something over here.
Yeah. No, I mean either that or,
Have you listened
or
to
the
the
one
show?
from
What do you
Aladdin.
think about girls?
Jasmine from Aladdin. Snow White from Aladdin.
Yeah.
I
Snow-
think that's also going back to the whole
Snowy
Disney
from
thing where
Aladdin.
we just assume we're gonna meet the guy and
Oh,
it's gonna
Prince
be
Charming?
fireworks
The
and Prince
dwarfs are gonna come
Charming
out?
and
Yes.
we're gonna just
I like what you're
know.
saying
Where
there.
are my dwarfs?
And usually you don't
Princess
know,
Diana,
and
I
that's
like that.
okay. And I think that goes back to the whole thing of overthinking. But maybe I should give another chance. But I don't know. Maybe it's all
Maybe the girls should give it another chance.
Maybe
Maybe the
they-
boys
wait,
should be giving it
Let
another
me tell you
chance.
something. A wise Rav, big Rav I've went to. Momish like had to wait a week to get on the list. Finally had to pay the gabbai to get me in, and we're in a back alley. Get there, 100 Hasidim, and I finally get to the Rebbe. I finally get to the Rebbe.
Seriously.
And he's like, this old frail man, and I'm like, Rebbe, what's I had a translator, and he's like, translating for me, like, he wants to know the secret to shidduchim, and the Rebbe gets up and goes, date him until you hate him. They love it. Oh my god, you could all come back now.
That is hilarious.
You didn't laugh. You can't. Don't come back.
I dated
Yeah. So what about date until you hate him?
date until they
what
hate
do,
me.
What do girls honestly think about that?
I disagree.
Maybe it
because-
could go somewhere.
No. So personally, for me, once I decide on something about a guy, it's not changing. And then when the shotgun says to me, "Give it another shot," I become resentful, and then the whole
yeah.
thing just sours. and
Yeah,
I feel
very
like,
sours quickly.
I feel
Yeah.
like shotgun has crossed a lot of boundaries in that area.
I guess it depends on what kind of relationship you're looking for. I really think that there are two different types of marriages. Like,
Right.
there's a person that you look at and you like love and you know that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and there's a person you're like, okay,
work, it could
you know
work.
what? He could be a good life partner.
He makes me happy in a
I can
simple way.
I can
Yeah.
see being
a good father,
a good
support,
father, a good husband.
hashkafa matches.
You know what? My teacher from seminary always said, if you marry an objectively good person, if you marry an objectively good person, you're gonna bound to fall in love with them.
Right.
So I guess it really just
Fiddler
depends.
on the
So what makes you?
I agree
what
with
gives
that
you? What are the
seminary
signs that you
teacher.
get to know that they're good? Like where? What do
If
you
he
think?
pays on the date.
Pays on the date is one, but like, what's the big? Is he kind-hearted? Is he warm? Is he like what? What do you need to see from the guy?
What do you? Yeah. What do the ladies want to see? What do
This
they
is the crux of the
Chivalry.
episode.
I have had
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
it's dead in the boys don't open doors anymore.
Well, we discussed this on the podcast, and a lot of girls, they want their space. They feel the
a
guy
lie.
becomes a little bit too emasculine, where they could walk on him.
Let me throw a dart.
Remember, like they don't just throw the coat on the
That's
floor to
true.
cover up the puddle; they throw themselves on the floor. So
You're saying girls are like that now, that they don't want guys doing anything for them.
Right.
I think it depends on the girl. Sorry,
it could be
still
subjective.
think chivalry is very important. It's key.
Chivalry is important, but let me
Otherwise
throw a
you'd marry a
dart.
girl.
Let me throw a dart out there, and correct me if I'm wrong. I think what girls want, and I'm an idiot, so I don't take this with a grain
We'll
of
let
salt.
you
Don't be
know.
so hard
We'll
on
let you know.
yourself.
Just let us
They
know.
want empathy. Anybody in a relationship wants empathy and trust building. So
That's
yeah,
empathy.
chivalry is a way to do it. Chivalry is showing you care, showing that you're there for them, showing that you're giving them taking care of their needs, whatever
Right.
that may be.
I mean,
Human
it also
nature.
just shows that they're kind. Like,
Yes.
I understand wanting to be an independent girl. I do. But if a guy opens a door for a girl, she's not going to be like, close it right now. I have to open it for myself.
Right.
It's kind.
That's a red
It's
flag.
menschlich.
That's a red
really
flag,
is. And
It is mental, yeah.
yeah.
It is. No,
I don't think if a guy opens a door for you and girls listen, it means that you're not an independent woman.
Ooh.
You still are.
Does not
Ooh.
100%.
He's being kind and accepted.
Yes.
We want that in
He's
our
following
lives.
the rules of what it means to be a man.
So
And
what
then-
crosses that boundary of independent versus?
Well, Avery, I wanted to jump in and answer
Oh, go for it, yeah.
Kate first. So I will tell you from the guy's mindset
Yeah.
is that I am saving these chivalrous acts for the right one or the one who I want to make
It
investments in.
doesn't cost you a thing.
And I'm going to
open a
smile.
door.
And I'm
But
going
to
smile.
get to the girl that accepts that, you
And
have
I'm
to give
going
it first, because you're not going to
But
find
again, if you give it out too liberally, you're seen as a pushover. And that's the sad thing here.
Okay,
I've
well,
never heard that.
let's define what you mean by that, because we're talking about open doors. What are you talking about as an example?
Opening doors.
I think opening doors is like the foundation of what everybody wants, everybody's looking for.
Opening
Everybody-
doors is
it's
a
what
very
people
little
expect.
thing.
I think
Here's-
it's what people expect.
So
We're
let me
into a
ask. So
greater
you're
subject.
saying that if the guy basically made some racist remarks at the waiter and
long as he opened my door.
totally
Right.
bashed your parents,
Yeah.
I know. Wait. I'm going to go through the list and after everyone.
You
I
stole
want you to say
punchline.
as long as he opened the door.
Just take all my
He may-
texts
I'll tell
from.
you what.
Oh, but he
Opening the
opened the
door
door.
sets-
Just take all
No,
my
no, no.
texts
Wow.
from the shot Hunnam, what they said I
Opening
did
the
wrong.
door sets the tone of what the date is going to look
DOA.
like.
I don't know. I think the what opens the tone is right when you open the door, and
Yeah.
no,
Being a nice
and
person.
beyond that, the conversation you both can have over some fine wine or hotel
But the door's already open.
conditioner smell.
When do you decide who you're going to open the door with? Like that first date, you just know, I'm opening the door for that girl.
No, there's no.
The
There's
room
no
slowly starts
for
to
us.
dim.
Your
Yeah,
butterflies
I
in your
picked this one. I
stomach,
picked that
you're
one.
like,
No, for us anti-door openers. And
You anti-door openers. I open the door.
Go group
well, I'm
it.
speaking
Till
for.
date
I'm,
night
look,
number
I'm
2 or 3.
speaking.
I don't
I'm
do it the whole
speaking
time.
You're on
Speaking of the-
behalf of them.
for the anti-door openers. No, we don't open it for anyone. But for at a certain point when I say, oh, this is a woman who, I want to show now how much they mean to me, then we're going to start the chivalry. Yes, a smile doesn't cost anything.
IJ, hang
we're
on a
gonna
second.
offer that.
Can you explain to me this, okay? You're saying that chivalry is opening a door, and when you find someone, you're going to treat them well when you open the door. But let's say a person is he's a disgusting person. He treats the people around him very
Yes.
poorly, his family. All of a sudden, when he meets this girl, yes, he's going to open the door. He's still a jerk.
Yes.
So you don't just all of a sudden wake up and become a nice guy. it takes years of work and effort into becoming.
Avery, look, I agree with you, but again,
the door is a small,
but tell these ladies,
nothing.
yes, tell them.
Treating the
Okay,
waiter,
but-
treating people who are below you,
Treating
treating her parents. It's
When
many.
you go into shidduchim, you go on a date, you are looking. People are programmed nowadays to look for every little red flag. So a little thing like open the door or not. I agree. Some guys can just forget. It's called memory. You can lose
It's called
it
going to
sometimes.
work, being
Exactly,
in yeshiva, and
exactly.
night college.
But
right?
because of the way that we're raised, where we're told, don't date, don't do this, don't do that, and then we start dating and we're kind of thrown into it, we don't know what's considered a good enough red sign to be like, no, don't do that, or like, that's a big deal. So some girls who never speak to a boy, and then she's like thrust onto a date with a boy and he doesn't open the door, is that meaning he's not going to be a good father? I don't know. So it all kind of correlates
Red
together in the way
flag.
that, yeah.
I
no,
know.
it's
I had
not,
a date.
though.
There was a sign.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's not. Yeah,
I had a first date with someone, and it was like an hour and a half into the date, and she was like, it was just out of nowhere. The way she said something, she's like, "Oh, I need to go to the bathroom." Like, is this a sign? Like, is this?
You said that.
is
You
this?
thought
No,
that?
I did. I thought
You
it. I'm
heard
like,
her timer go off.
The date was over, and in my mind, I'm like, all right, so the date's over. Let's go.
Oh my god.
But
It was
so
an hour
you're
and a half in. It was a
programmed.
very good date. I was programmed.
Exactly.
It's because I'm nuts, not because of. It was
Okay, well, that's a
programmed.
different subject for a different podcast
It's
episode.
because
you
I'm an
are
overthinker.
you are you.
Because I'm also an overthinker like crazy.
So am I. Everyone. I feel like everyone's
I
an
think
overthinker.
every
in their
Jew
own way.
is an overthinker.
A lot of anxiety. Yeah.
I
A
never
lot of
overthink.
anxiety.
We could
That's what we
thank
mentioned last
my mom
time.
for that, the Jewish mom.
Yep.
Jewish moms.
Anxiety.
Oh,
They're
let's not
great.
mention names, okay? God,
But do you think you're saying,
I didn't say
IJ,
what, I
that
didn't
if
say what I
you
call her. I said,
this girl's asking me a question.
if you're saying that you're only gonna
Continue.
wait for a certain time, let's say a certain girl, she's special, then maybe she's gonna, not wanna pursue it further with you if she's not seeing you doing those certain things. And you might like her, but she might say, hey, but this
Like
guy's
opening the door.
not showing me that he really wants to be with me. So it's like this double-edged sword that you're kind of, it's like that give and take. What do
I
you
love that
do?
question. Yeah.
It's playing hard to get, no?
I'm playing hard. Well, so that's the first thing Avery mentions. Guys are going to play tough to get, hard to get, don't they not? Yeah, they're all out in their faces. So they're going to be playing hard to get.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you have to ascertain, have in mind with these young men out there, these yeshiva gedola.
But we don't know to
guys.
see that. Like I said, we don't know
and then,
guys.
And then the next thing is that you can't get that from the conversation you're having with the guy, and you'll see it as the relationship develops, as the relationship grows, or as more time you spend with this guy. You'll see, oh, hey, interesting. You know what? He really is a good guy, and I understand because he's the youngest of 5 other boys, and he never opened the door for anyone.
Right.
You understand? So there's always going to be some kind of curveball in there that makes you realize, wait a second, you know what? I hear.
IJ, it's Beauty and the Beast. Men are work in progress. This is true. And the woman
Constantly.
needs to correct them
Which
constantly.
Beauty and Justin Bieber and Selena?
Not that one.
Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah.
Good song. Let's
go back to the-
now I know. It's-
The kosher one.
Now I got the music lined up. We'll put that in there. Okay, cool. So a little bit more time to go. Now that you're in a relationship, when do girls like want the tactless talk?
I think fourth date usually people.
Fourth?
start talking.
Oh my God! Fourth
Talking
date.
tacos on the fourth date.
No,
It's like an opener.
no,
There
Kate.
is like
I don't
a timeline.
Kate, I feel you right here.
I don't
I
believe
feel
in
you.
timeline.
Kate,
I don't
for the
believe
right
in
one.
Everybody think I'm crazy. I thought
No,
that
I
was the
don't.
normal
No,
because
I'm
when
jumping
I
in.
started shidduchim, that's what I was told.
I was speaking to someone about this recently. I think there's no time, and I think if you like the guy, he can say he's from Mars. You'll say that's so cute. Like you won't care.
So
Because if a
cute.
guy starts talking tacos to you, let's say like fifth date, and you're like, I don't want to date you anymore. You're like, oh, please don't. Shut the
Yeah.
conversation. Shut the conversation.
So
Right.
if you like the guy and he's on the second date bringing up tacos, you're like, I'm marrying you. But if you don't like the guy and it's the second date, you're like, you're a creep, go to jail. Like, it's very much on do you like the person?
Right. It's so ambiguous. Like, what is it? Tell me.
Also, I think sometimes like fourth date, at least times for me, like you're not even really yourself yet. I think like you need time. At least for me, fourth date would really freak me out talking about.
As in, like, you're getting more comfortable still?
Yeah, I think fourth date, like you're still figuring each other out. You're still getting each other's personalities. Like if you like him, if he likes you, it's such a.
So I'm like myself
you
on the
know?
first date. Like, I'm
Right.
very, like,
I think-
you take it as you get. Like,
right. That's just you.
But some people are more
need
reserved.
more time. Yeah.
Right. So I guess
Oh,
it
yeah.
depends.
Some
Yeah.
people are very layered.
yeah, I think also
Like
some
an
people don't want to
onion.
share
Yeah,
things
I'm
right
an
away. And I
onion.
think fourth date, like talk about.
I should be called OJ. Onion.
Let's
From
get
what I
married.
J.
So, ladies, from what I understand, though, about girls, a little bit about my understanding of girls. I
You're
would say I
a
don't,
little bit.
I don't know anything
Tip of the
much,
iceberg.
but the tip of not even close.
They want to know more about Avery.
Yeah, from what I understand, is it takes girls a little bit longer to really fall for a guy.
Oh.
It takes them like 2, 3, 4. Guys can be
2,
close
3.
to
Are you
like,
I always
Whoa.
hear
4,
that.
5, 6,
Guys,
7,
they
8.
know right away.
It could take a
Guys
girl
know,
7
like,
to
always
6,
hear
7
that.
dates. It'll take a girl 6 to 10 dates.
6 to 10 days, yeah. By date number 10, they probably
Trust me,
are like, okay,
I
fine.
know.
Yeah,
I think it
always
depends
hear
on a
the
lot
same
of factors.
thing.
I think it depends.
I think it depends on the girl.
Guys, 2 or 3.
Yeah, that too.
They know right
Really?
away.
Honestly,
They
I
know.
really tell you the
2 or 3?
secret.
2 or
I
3.
heard.
Secret.
And
Just
you know
have
when they like
Secret
you.
about
You know
guys?
it too.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the
guys
secret.
know right
We're
away
getting a
too.
secret.
If you want to speed it up, if you want to speed it up,
Mm.
just light up a cigarette.
Oh my god.
The guy will just let it all out, and he'll be ready.
Yeah.
So basically, you're telling us to bring a cigarette on the third day and just kind of go slide across the table.
So basically,
Hey, you want to get married, right? Hey,
Oh.
hey, summer's. Hey, you find the guy now. You can be married in this beautiful summer wedding.
August
Light up a cigarette.
August
with-
wedding right
August
now.
wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's come
fall
on.
April.
wedding. It's all about the fall wedding.
That's true. That's true too.
I don't want to sweat.
What
no.
was that? You want a cigarette
mean?
for Avery? Here we go. Give it to him.
Knock it down. I don't smoke.
Avery, you had some other questions you wanted to gauge.
Let's
These
see.
finds on young
Should we
girls?
ask them about clothing on the date?
Oh, the big
What guys
topic.
wear? Oh, you guys are from
guys,
girls.
that's a topic now.
You guys are from girls. So what is
Can
the
I
from,
bring my
What
Hawaiian
does the from
shirt?
community wear on their first and second dates? I don't.
This is the worst.
Girls or
Curious.
boys? Girls?
Both.
Well, we're so. I mean, I think it depends on who you are hashkafically also, because to some people, a first date is Starbucks. You're not coming in heels to Starbucks. I mean, you can. You may look weird, but you can. But some people go to
Right.
hotel lobbies. I know lots of girls, and me included, who has a first date outfit, and that's you wear it over and over
Yeah, it
again.
changes every 3 months. Let me
Yeah.
tell
Oh
you.
yeah, the
Every
first
time
date
she
outfit.
finds
Yeah.
a new, every time
You
she
know
finds a
why?
new dress.
Because you feel comfortable and you have to feel comfortable on
Yeah.
the first date. You know
It's
that
all
looks
about
good.
your feelings.
Yes.
If you're confident, the guy will see it.
You don't
If
want
you're
to start
not,
like tugging on things and fixing things. You just want to like feel good and know what you're wearing.
Yeah. So no
100%.
heels, just flats.
It depends
Yeah.
Why do why do
It depends
why
what
do
your
so many
hashkafa
girls?
is.
Why do so many girls come in cardboard boxes?
Because it's in fashion. Because that's what Vogue is wearing.
where are you dating
That's
from?
Vogue wearing.
Yeah. What about when we don't like what they're wearing? And how do we let them
Question:
know?
Do you
But do you
guys
like their
notice what a
personality?
girl wears?
Oh,
like, I
that's always
really,
the
I
best
wonder.
Every time.
Only
Every
when it's
time.
good.
What is that? What is that? Like, do you?
Only when you're attracted. You know. At least I'm talking about myself here.
But are
people.
you noticing the outfit or are you noticing that you just seen the girl?
All you don't notice the outfit itself. Like I can't tell you what color, what they're wearing, what style it is, but I can just tell you I like it, I don't like it.
Right.
So it's
I
kind of
don't
like a
even
vague
know.
picture that you're like, okay,
You're just liking the whole thing.
It's a complete package. Sometimes
you don't notice the print
some
of the
days
skirt.
are hits, some days are misses, and you don't know what the specific thing is. But then the girl will tell you, like, okay, I did this with my hair, I did this.
And
with
you
this.
don't notice. Do you really not notice those
Swear to
things?
God, no, I did.
You're not lying.
makeup. Do you guys notice makeup?
Yes.
You
Guys
do.
actually. So
Notice-
guys actually
I
mentioned.
noticed too much.
Guys notice when there's a lot of makeup.
Cakey.
Which
And
is
that's- yeah.
very which is interesting because eyes beauty is in the eyes of the beholder here.
True.
Because I like a girl with a lot of makeup.
Really?
You don't.
No,
Most guys I talk to
I'm
don't.
impressed that you
Most guys
admitted that.
don't.
Some guys won't
Interesting.
admit it.
I
Though.
admit
They're
it.
like,
I
oh,
like when a
natural. And I'm
girl's
like,
gonna
you're
be-
lying. You're saying bullshit
Yeah.
right now. We know you like the cake. Like, just admit it.
No, but some
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
some guys really. I've
don't.
talked to guys who also they don't.
First of all, Sphera.
What'd I say? Oh. I don't know.
You brought music to my ears.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying though?
No, I've spoken to guys before and they say, yeah, I like really natural, don't like a lot of makeup.
Okay, but then you say what's natural, and they're like a
But
little bit
girl-
of foundation, a little
Do
bit
they
of
even know what all this
mascara.
stuff is?
Do they know what natural is?
we don't
Like,
understand. Having seen a girl put on makeup before, we don't.
You have it. You haven't.
have.
You
We
have.
both have.
We don't understand what goes on.
We try to get it out of
natural.
our minds.
To even understand what
And
natural
it was
is.
the same
Well,
girl.
natural is like you know they're wearing
That we
makeup, but it looks
dated.
so subtle. You're like, are they wearing makeup? Are they not wearing
Yeah.
makeup?
It's like in the magazines where they're supposed to be looking like they're all natural, but 3 hours of makeup went into that natural
100%.
look.
I actually had a girl once, and I complimented her. I said, "I want you to know, we were comfortable. We were seeing each other like for a solid amount of time." And I said, like, Avra. That's a girl's name. No, I'm kidding. Avra. I just
yeah.
want to.
My
I
twin
wanted to tell
sister.
you, your twin sister. Yeah. I was like, Avra. It's so like. I'm so impressed. You really dress up like makeup, and I'm very impressed. She's like, I don't put on makeup.
The denier.
Wait, so she just looked great.
Her eyelids are blue.
She
and
looked
she's like,
great.
What do
So
you
I-
mean? This is natural.
No, but then she actually.
awesome.
So she actually tells me, she's like, okay, but she's like, I go to the Sun tanning salon. She goes, she went to the tanning salon like once a week, and I was like, good for you. I get it.
Interesting.
You know,
Is this
like
where you get it that you want? It's
yeah.
like the new thing. Everybody wants to get tanned.
Hair by pen. She's starting the trend.
Oh yeah, hair
Yeah,
by
makeup
pen.
by
Goldie. I mean.
Makeup by Goldie.
Makeup by
Also.
Goldie.
Kunstler.
Do you guys notice what guys wear?
Yes.
all the time.
I once went out with a guy and he had a blue neon shirt. I saw it before the guy. Like
Oh my
it was
gosh.
like a
Not
beacon
even
of light,
that.
and not in a
more.
good way. Not
I
in a
went
good
out with
way.
a guy who wore like a colored shirt under his white shirt. I'm like, what did you?
Ooh,
What
faux
mirror
pas,
were you
faux pas.
looking into?
I'm sure I've made many mistakes in terms of clothing, though.
Yeah. Also,
the girls
I
and
a question
whatnot.
for the guys. Someone recently told me this, that for guys, their socks are their fashion. Like
my
the
gosh,
prints.
it is.
But some of them
I said
don't.
it on this podcast.
Not me.
You
Do
have.
you match with your socks with your tie?
I don't wear socks.
'Cause I know
Nah.
You don't wear
do.
socks? Okay, that's a different discussion.
Much
don't
more
wear a tie.
comfortable.
Okay.
I'm lazy.
Oh, the
don't wear a tie.
loafers and the loafers and the
Yeah.
pants look.
Yeah.
We're not
Girls
gonna
are a little bit
comment on
iffy
that.
about that. Girls are iffy about that.
I don't care. I
No,
wear
Is
but
that how you go to a date? No socks on?
Later on, not early.
Girls are noticing.
that's a second date type of thing with no socks.
Yeah.
No tie, no socks.
What would you like? The
Kinda.
perfect guy, okay? Right? Going kind of sinking.
Business casual.
But sinking with this
Question, yeah.
theme here, okay? Right? What the girls want, how to get it.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
What would the perfect guy, the perfect picture here be? What would he wear?
I'm
What
gonna
color?
call
What
up.
number date is this?
Chinos?
General.
No, chinos, polo.
What number date is
Clogs.
it? What are we doing?
Is he
First
shopping
date.
at Brooks
First
Brothers?
date.
Is he going to
First
Banana
date.
Republic?
Yeah, what
He-
first date? What do
First
you?
date?
I think we each should say it, and I think it would be interesting to see what we each actually
Yes,
would want.
3,
Let's do that.
Wait, wait,
two,
All at the same time or
one.
differently?
No, one at
Go.
a
This
time.
is like my ideal. Ideally, I would like to marry. I would like to go
all
out
there
on
for
a
that.
first date, guy with a suit, like a nice suit,
Suit.
Why is that considered crazy nowadays, huh?
and a
Let's
tie.
continue.
All the guys forget the tie.
The first
And
dates?
honestly, a black hat.
You want a tie suit,
Oh
black
yeah.
hat.
See, that's
I have a black hat.
interesting.
I'm
those are
different.
great.
I'm
Sorry.
very different,
different
also.
too.
I think a sweater vest and a white button down
A sweater
underneath.
vest? You mean a sweater?
Yeah, like no, it's called a sweater vest.
Sweater vest?
Oh no, sweater. Ew, not the sweater vest.
Like sweater vest, Urkel?
No. Sweater and like a button down. I feel like is the I don't. Shoot,
Sweater,
I feel
yeah.
like that would be
Sweater's good.
fine for a third date in the winter.
No, but guys sometimes
so you
don't know how to
have
wear
all
suits.
this. Wow, Kate. So you
Yeah,
have
that's why I'm saying to depend on
Catherine.
the date.
Catherine.
Right, and
Catherine. You have all
Diana?
this planned out to the T. Are
I'm
you
totally
overthinking?
fine. A nice button down, regular
Diana,
pants, just
you
nice
know what?
shoes.
I believe in the
totally
perfect.
fine.
Perfect.
Doesn't have to be too fancy.
You know.
I'm
Right.
not an overthinker. I believe in Hakadosh Baruch Hu,
Yes,
and I
and
know.
he's gonna
it's like,
deliver.
it takes a stress off you.
I love your energy.
You know
Okay,
what?
that's good.
It takes a stress off
Yes.
you. I don't
Yes.
stress.
Where did the conversation just turn? I thought we were
You
talking
told me I
about
was
sweaters.
an overthinker.
No.
And let me
I
tell
asked.
you,
No, I put it. I don't.
He asked me
I don't
if I
judge.
was an overthinker, and you know
remember,
what?
I have to
I-
incite as a podcast host.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I need to
I missed it. I was
incite.
listening to Diana's sweater.
Yes.
Story.
Oh,
we
you know,
missed that.
Diana, tell us about your
Oh,
sweater.
I just said like a nice, like a button-down shirt, like nice, just like pants, like nice shoes, nothing too fancy, just like casual but looks nice. Like you combed your hair, you took a shower, you don't
Cologne?
smell.
Where are we on cologne?
Oh my God, cologne.
Please wear cologne.
A little bit
boys,
is nice.
please.
A little bit is nice.
Don't wear Axe.
bathe in it.
Girls hate
little
Axe.
bit-
I'm putting out there right now.
Ooh, gross. Nobody.
It's so like middle school.
Okay, as a girl, and I've dated guys who come in Axe, and I feel like I'm in 8th grade again,
Yeah,
and
gross.
it's PTSD. Do not
Yeah.
wear Axe. It stinks.
Car smell? You ever smell like
Cars.
No, on the guy.
Don't bring up my story.
No.
Have you ever gone on a date
I'm not
and,
doing that
and the
again.
car smelled bad?
Yes.
And
I
you wanna-
have.
And you're like, I don't want to be on this date anymore. I want to.
Yeah, and then it's mixed with his cologne.
And you're like, and a little bit of his BO, and you're like, I don't want to be here.
What about guys though?
my.
Like, what's with like perfume?
Yeah, is
Not
Oh,
too
that's
much.
a must.
Not
No,
too
no,
much.
a lot.
I don't like
A lot
a
of
lot.
perfume.
I like a little
A lot of
scent.
perfume.
You want to think that
Bring-
you're in the bottle.
I don't want
pungent. I want it pungent,
IJ wants pungent.
and it should be promulgating in the air. I mean, you should see it. You
Every
should
time
just
she
see
walks,
You just got hit by the
that's
mic.
aroma.
it. You should see it. It should be just
I know.
mystifying right there. Just
Little smoke
Oh, a
things
lot,
coming
yeah.
off of her skin.
like in the old Disney movies when they would be like, "Oh, let's Timmy, and he's the smelly kid," and then he'd come walk by and there's just,
like the smoke in
the
the
little
air.
lines are in the air, and
yeah.
oh my god, like that kid smelled. Yeah,
That's his wife.
That's
over
how
there.
it should be.
Timmy's
I feel
his
like
wife.
because if you lose her in a
That's how
grocery
it
store,
should
you're
be.
like, I smell her. She's there.
I'm gonna call up the girls for a second. When a guy passes by and he smells good,
And you're
our
just like,
noses and
true.
faces turn. He can look ugly.
Because actually, smell is like actually has to do with attraction. Like you actually
100%.
like the people you're attracted to have a distinct smell that you like.
My
So it's-
friend- my
you
friend-
don't like a smell, you won't actually like the guy.
The guy stinks. You're saying?
Not even stinks. Some guys just have a certain smell and you just don't.
Ooh, the
it's not
natural
attractive.
odor.
My car
Yes.
smells like a combination of coffee and cologne before a date.
coffee,
See, that's
cologne.
good.
Sometimes the
That's
coffee
good.
smell.
Sneakers.
The girls like it though.
Yeah.
tell.
Do they comment on it?
It's been commented on.
Okay.
But girls, don't end a relationship because you don't like the smell. You could always take them to
That is
Sephora.
true. Yeah.
You could always take them to Sephora.
That's true. But then where's the boundary of like, okay, I have to be okay with what I see and not change every detail?
If you're not gagging from the smell.
What was I gonna say before? Yeah, girls in terms of perfume, you don't want it. You don't want so much perfume that when you go back into your car the next day after the date, you can still smell her.
smell her.
Like she's
You want
still
it to
here.
just. You want her. Yeah, exactly. I've had that before. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I thought I said no to her. Like, why is it still here?
It's like
Yeah.
she's mocking.
But it
Have
came
you ever
back.
felt comfortable enough to be like, couldn't you like not wear so much perfume before?
No, I wouldn't.
I don't like
I
it.
never had
Unless
that.
you
No,
like
I never
at
had
one
anything
point
like
couldn't
that.
you-
married
that.
marriage, and you can tell color.
Yeah, you
Even
can't
like
even.
3 years into marriage, you're
First
like,
of all,
you're wearing a little bit
no,
too
you
much
can never.
for
You always
perfume.
say. You always say, everything you wear is the best.
Yes.
I've learned
I feel
that.
like girls can
Compliments,
get
compliments.
pretty blunt with guys about what they want to change. Like I know
And
a
I
girl
feel like girls can get away with it.
because they're
Yes.
so cute, but then the girl's like, I like your beard this length. I like your cologne. Like I don't like this. But when a guy does it, it's like he's rude. He's crossing boundaries. He's like,
Who is he to tell me
Exactly.
that I can't do this?
This is true.
exactly.
It's
but the
back
guy
to the
needs to take
independent
it.
women.
How does? If a girl asks how you look, you always say terrific.
Don't even have to. Oh, but
No,
you,
Amazing.
no
you first have to
matter
look
what.
up.
Don't even
You have
look
to
at
look
me.
up.
No matter
You
what.
have to look up and then you say your comments.
Yeah.
Don't just do it on the other way. Yeah, you have to look at the girl and then say it. But I feel like girls can say whatever they want nowadays.
Girls get very blunt very fast.
I don't see why we can't just be honest and say what we think. But whatever.
I'm
guys
gonna be.
are all
I'm
open to
being
Save that
very
for another
honest.
podcast.
Very honest. I could be very honest at times. We have a few minutes left to the podcast, so we are going to ask a final few questions. We're going to get to our lightning round.
Yes.
I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, lightning
Jeopardy.
round. And then we'll just go to a little cute,
Little break.
sticky, quaint closing. You know.
Why not?
Okay. Wait. What are my any last questions for us, ladies? You know, while the guys are still here, open hot mic. We're releasing the
If
info.
you had to say top 2 things on a resume you don't like off bat, what are those first 2 things that you see that you're like, nished?
Good question. I personally don't like when they put up their mentor.
What do you mean? As a reference?
If they have a mentor as a reference,
Why? What's the thought
Like it'll
process?
say mentor.
I will
He's
tell you.
describing my resume.
Because
don't
Well,
believe
you guys
him.
are a
Don't believe
couple.
him.
yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
whoa,
it's his resume.
whoa,
It's his
whoa.
resume. I don't know.
Whoa.
It just gives me like an off-putting. It's good to have a mentor, but I don't want you to call it a mentor. I want it to be called teacher, professor, like whatever they are in your capacity. If it's a therapist, call it a therapist. I don't want to hear mentor because
Right.
everyone has a lot of different mentors in life.
I'm
tell me
a
that.
mentor on your
It
resume.
makes it very. That's why it hasn't been working.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So
Took
take it off.
What's number
Jakes.
2? That was number
Coffee,
1.
Jakes. You owe me a coffee.
Number 2. Number 2 is very specific to me, like personally.
That's, yeah,
So
say it.
yeah, it's more family stuff.
But
How many?
what does that mean?
Like how many kids they have, or they have married kids? Do they have like other older siblings or whatever? They
So
have
like a
younger
single
siblings
child,
only?
you'll be like, no.
No, I don't. I'd rather them have a bigger family.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
they,
bigger
If they have
family.
one sibling, you're like,
If
no.
they have one sibling, not necessarily, but if they have
Interesting.
a bigger family, other married kids is big. So it's just a determining factor. I don't know what for me.
I was recently setting up a
Makes a
guy, and
difference.
he was telling me, because I was told him, I was like, tell it to me blunt. What don't you like on a resume? And he says, interestingly, he said, when you get a girl's picture and she has her hand on her hip and she has that senior photo, is
my
that a
gosh.
thing?
Yeah. Wait. Hand on the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I find them to be. I know. I
I'll
like it.
rephrase that. When there's
Cute,
somebody
cute
else in the
picture.
picture,
Very charming.
when there's someone
Yes, I
else in the
hate
picture
that.
Oh, the cutoff photo?
Yeah,
Is
let me
that
think
thing?
here.
You couldn't find like one picture of yours. I agree.
So I'm looking.
I
I'm
agree.
looking at Avery's resume right now. I'm looking at some girls' resume picked up. Okay, so
I have a
I think
cutoff photo.
I think I'll say 2 things about a resume that
Yeah.
I'm actually always looking at. Okay,
Looking out for not that you don't want.
that I'm looking. Yeah, that I
Okay.
would tell
You don't
girls
like.
that should be some improvement. And again, this is just from my experience. It doesn't.
No
it's not
judgment.
rules. So I will say the first thing is actually jumping on what Avery said.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, Rebbitzin big community number 1, Rebbitzin of the big community number 2. I'm like, come on, are you really that close with them? I want to see someone who's going to really know you and be able to champion you as a person and kind of like be able to talk tactless and married. Very important. Because someone single, like I mentioned, it's a little tough because you're kind of like, you're holding some. You could be a little bit jealous on the inside.
Right.
You know, very hidden, and it's fine because that's natural and it's totally okay.
Single references take with a grain of salt. I always try to.
And I think the biggest problem that girls have today, by far, on the resume, and kind of deviating from the actual writing of the resume, but the picture is like, you know, get glammed up, like. You know, you're marketing yourself. I know that your mother or your older sister or the Rebbitzin or whomever it may be is like, you got to look chill. You know, you can't be too out there. You can't just be in his face.
No
No.
smoking cigars, sir.
Look good, you know, dress up, be well. You'll get a lot more yeses. Yeah, maybe like, well, that's a whole other conversation. But don't be afraid to look like a macherette.
I'm going to stand up for all the girls right here, and I'm going to say right back, stop sending selfies. Right, you boys send selfies.
do that.
Our selfies.
Yes. No, guys send. I know girls who have photo albums of like, which photo do you want, and a guy sends a selfie of that down angle, and you're just like, he did not do any effort.
Nope.
Like, it's rude.
I've taken a handful of pictures in my life, and selfies have not really. Maybe like 2 selfies.
As used as in
Of
shidduchim.
myself, I've never.
Good.
Just
A lot
generally,
of guys do it.
shidduchim. I've never taken a picture of myself.
The truth is like this. Most guys really don't know how to take a picture.
Oh, amen.
And we don't want to like. We're not
They gotta
looking
use
to. We
Rob's
don't know.
studio.
We don't plan on getting glammed up.
Or
You
like
know.
at a wedding or
But-
anything like that, a simcha, you always look good. Those
But
are
a
always great
simcha, yeah.
opportunities.
But you could also follow me on my personal Glammed Up by IJ. Oh my God, follow me right there. Anyway, let's get to our closing because you know our time in the studio is in
They're gonna
fact
kick us
indeed
out.
closing. All right, here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an extraordinary special lightning round. And we're going to be asking a few questions. The rules, as the ladies do know, is that we're going to ask some questions and there's a theme and you have to answer quickly within a few seconds. And you can say a few words after that. So it doesn't have to be just yes, no. It's a few seconds after that. So the question, okay, so you're going to have to answer to these questions. You're going to answer... I forgot it was not him. Drop him or not him. Okay, drop him or not him. Like tie him up. You know, like he's yours. Okay. All right, and Avery's gonna be in this one too. Oh. Okay. Are you ready? We're gonna be quick. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna start from this side around here. Okay. We're gonna start from you, Diane. Are you ready? Okay. Drop him or not him. Okay. Okay. So he asks you on the first date. Does your family use plastic tablecloth on Shabbos?
Drop him like a hot potato.
Drop him.
No, who cares? It's a question.
It's so superficial.
It's the dumbest question ever, but it's called mistakes.
But why is he asking you
Oh,
in the
I
first
like
place?
this.
I
Do you
love
see
how a
this?
meaning is
Why is he asking you in the first
ascribed to
place?
this question.
This is great. I love it.
table-
It's an
like,
ambiguous
I think
comment.
shidduchim
You know?
I
just-
feel like you're saying that because your family does use plastic tablecloth on Shabbos.
No, I just feel like tablecloth
Ooh.
should not be defining something about a relationship. You're marrying the person, not the owner of a tablecloth company. Like, who cares?
I just think it's a very superficial question.
exactly,
Just not
100%. That's why I wouldn't say
asking
no.
about the
I'll take-
person.
I'll go take the
Okay,
answer
well,
here.
okay.
Take
You know
the
what?
first
We're
one.
getting
And
catty over
Avery,
here.
no, this is good. This is good.
I have
Avery?
a lot of money invested in
Brash.
Costco, so let's use plastic tableware.
Oh, he's about okay. I think I see some, behind the scenes trading there. Okay,
Yes.
all right. You ready? This okay? He says on this a few dates in that you in casual conversation, he'll go, oh, and when you do the dirty dishes, ... Okay, he's in. Okay, Meghan, go.
Drop him.
What date is this?
A few dates in.
Not him. He's thinking about our future. That's so
Not
romantic.
him. Not him.
you doing the
Oh,
dirty
shit, I love it. Great. I love
I'm
it.
going to be doing the
I love
dishes,
this.
and
This
I
is
know
great.
that. I mean, I'm not. Our
Diane?
housekeeper will be.
Yeah, but just like the way that you're phrasing it, dirty dishes, drop him. You could just, say it in a nicer way.
Oh, okay.
No, I would probably make a joke back. I would be
asked
like,
me-
no.
Avery, she's
asked me to do the dirty
inferring.
dishes.
She's inferring. No,
She
no,
must-
she's inferring that you're going to be doing the dishes.
She must be meaning the live-in maid.
Oh.
That's what she must
That's a
mean.
thing.
By me. Me, she means live-in.
Okay, fine. You finally things are in a very serious relationship. It's going so well, and they're out of town. You're driving to meet them and the family and all that. Blah blah blah. And the guy shows up to shul in his robe. Go.
Oh my gosh. Drop him and get him like a room in a ward or something.
Hey, Moscom. He's letting it out. He's showing you the
That's
real
for
him.
sure.
Yeah, he's
Broke.
showing
No?
too much.
He's in shul?
In Shul, yeah. On his way to Shul.
What kind of shul does he go to?
But he's the perfect guy up until then. Oh, okay. Anyway, look, it's lightning round. We can't conjugate here. Diane, go.
Drop him.
I knew it.
Drop like a hot
Avery,
potato.
Avery, she shows up in
That's
rope.
pretty go.
Okay.
Whoa.
I
Okay.
was waiting for that comment.
Yes. All right, that's pretty cute. All right, okay, last two here. Okay, we're gonna do this and get it done here. Let me see. Okay, here I am. So first date again, and the guy asks, "Does your mother wear a shaitel?" It's pretty calm. It's not so crazy. Megan,
Not him. It's fine. It's a valid
Not him.
question.
Not him.
Yeah,
What's
it's
wrong with
fair.
it?
It's a valid
Fine.
question.
Not
It's
him.
fine.
It's kind of a weird question to ask. I feel like it's a reference kind of thing. But
Also, yeah, if he's already dating you, then he probably should know what your family background is.
it's true.
okay, and final question. He asks if your father wears a shaitel after he met him.
Wow.
Not him because he has a sense of humor.
Oh, see, you know what?
That's
It goes to show you, like, what works for one might not work for the other.
Exactly.
It's so funny.
Every lid has a pot.
Okay, well, that is Every Lid Has a Pot. I love that. That's going to be the episode name, and we're going to now head to our closing. Okay. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Another episode in the books on this extravaganza.
having us.
Thank you.
IJ,
It was so fun.
Avery,
Great episode.
Megan, Catherine, and Diana. Wow, I got all those names in.
Royal episode.
Yes, the Royals episode right here. Girls
Flew from England, you know.
flew in from England. The girls telling it, girls hot mic open, whatever it is. As I usually end off, happy face, smiley face, silly face. This is the Nobody Talks Shidduchim podcast.
Okay.